In this video, we're going to go over a little tip in regards to sales and the selling process. So, one of the strategies that maybe it's more of a tactic that I've started to use when I try to recommend and ultimately set an appointment, for example, is what's called a forced sale, a forced close. So, a forced close being it's a way to encourage a customer to choose an option. We're going to propose options that work for you. So guess what? An example being, do weekdays or weekends work better for you? Both weekends or weekdays, they work great for me. So closing them into choosing two options that both work for us is an example of a forced close, because they can choose either option. Hopefully, one of them works because they both work for us. Second example being, we're scheduled to be in Sun City Lincoln Hills on Wednesday and Friday. Which option of out of those dates works best for you? Again, we're happy to do it on Wednesday and we're happy to do it on a Friday. They both work for us. We're going to be in this community. It's convenient. We're happy to stop by. It's only going to be a couple days. You don't have to say those things, and then they're likely to choose one of those options because we've given them options to choose that work for us. The last example being more pertinent to like a service tier that you might be helping a customer walk through when deciding which option they'll go with. And after, for example, they might describe that their gutters are overpouring, their water falling over the side of the gutter. We just had a severe rainstorm. It's November, imagining some theoretical situation that's happened plenty of times. The water's overpouring their gutter. Oftentimes the gutter is doing that because the downspout's blocked. So therefore, I know we need to recommend service options that are part of the service we're going to do is testing the downspouts. So, that can be option X or Y for gutter cleaning. So, for example, because of the situation that you described, Mrs. Customer, where your water's water falling, it's just pouring over the side of the gutter, I'm pretty positive it's because the gutter's blocked. And one way we can test the downspouts is by doing option X or Y, the service tiers. So, out of both of those options, which works best for you? So similar to dates, we're just giving them two different options that they both work for us, and we're just encouraging the customer to choose an option because they both work for us, and ultimately choosing either or is going to be better for that customer because we're trying to address their problems and help them. So that's an example of a forced close, a forced sale. Give them two different options, or three. They both work for us. All of the options work for us. That's why we're proposing these options. And it just closes that customer into choosing one of them. For an example of what not to do is going to be asking them like yes or no. Yes or no. It's much easier to respond in a way that we don't want them to if we ask them yes or no questions. But if we ask them questions, as phrased prior about dates or service tiers, then they're significantly more likely to choose one of the options because it's going to work for us and it's going to work for them.